Peace and blessings. Coming to you from the Functional Man channel is me, Tony, and I got my main man, Neil, with me. And today, man, I want to talk about this COVID-19, homie.
Woo, man.
Yeah.
The world pandemic.
The world pandemic. Man, the president, man. Hey, this joker is crazy. he crazy. So he's telling everybody to just go back to normal. And I think that's what's messing us up because we're moving too fast. And all the states that I've seen that opened up and went back to normalcy, they're spiking. And then they got to go back to phase one and start all the way back over.
Yeah.
Because
they didn't, I guess they didn't listen to...
Man, Dr. Fauci, the head of everything, he telling the president... Matter of fact, the president turned on him like, man, he fired him. We don't want to talk to him. Get out the way. He got fake news. People ain't.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And he's a doctor, though.
Man, he the doctor. He's the director of allergies and infectious diseases. Mm-hmm. He's the director over everything. Mm-hmm. And so what we need to be listening to is the doctors, not the politicians.
Exactly.
Yeah. What we're finding out with this COVID, at first it was like obese people with underlying conditions, elderly people. But man, now we find out babies getting sick from it.
Yeah, it's attacking everybody.
They
also find out that it's multiplying, like it has different strains.
It's mutating.
It's mutating. It's doing different things in people's body differently. So it's also attacking the nervous system, from my understanding.
Man.
So it's serious.
It's very serious. One thing I think that we need to be very conscious of is wearing our masks, mm-hmm. social distancing, hand sanitizers, washing our hands. And, you got to realize if you're going back into your house, like I got a wife, kids, and all that stuff, I come see my mother on a regular basis. I got to be very cautious because I might take it back to her, even though I might be strong enough to deal with it. I don't want to take it to my mom. Mm-hmm. So we got to be very conscious of that. I think, the world, just because the world is opening back up, man, we ain't got to follow that trend. Like I just seen the zoo supposed to open up Friday.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of people talking about this.
Open up to full capacity?
So
open it up halfway?
Open it up halfway.
Okay.
But man, I would just hold up on everything until we because man, the experts saying in the wintertime we're supposed to have another really big spike in the COVID. Mm-hmm. So my suggestion to everybody is while you out, man, keep stocking back up in case they start closing everything down. Man, start back stocking up. And social distancing. And with the cabin fever, man, I know a lot of people that I ran into say, man, I gotta get out. Man, I've been really paying attention to me, pick up some books. Mm-hmm. Because, man, with the school, they don't know whether they're gonna open it back up or not. So, man, you might have to homeschool your kids if you can afford to.
Oh yeah, Well, it's gonna be if you can or cannot.
If you can, because I know they say some stuff might be online. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Hey, Shan, I remember. I'm just so happy that my kids are grown, because my son Tay Burrow, he had some homework in the 5th grade. And I'm supposed to help him out, man. Tay Burrow think that he got everything wrong. After Slim got out the 4th grade, I couldn't help him, man. I ain't even gonna lie. He got everything wrong. And I told him, I say, man, listen, I'm gonna take you to McDonald's, because he like chicken McNuggets back then, and the Happy Meal chicken McNuggets, fries, and 3 chocolate chip cookies. I got you. Don't tell your mother nothing. He said, Dad, I could have did better by my...
Everything wrong.
Yeah. So, man, we got to tighten up to help our kids if you got any kids.
Yeah.
Because, schooling on a computer is not like home. I mean, like going to school you're going to have to probably look over your kids' homework and everything else. So we got to tighten up. I was looking at the news today, and Brian Kemp is the governor of Georgia, and man, he beefing with the mayor of Atlanta, Keisha Lansbottom, because it's been a spike down in Atlanta, and the governor telling her, man, stop saying that, and he taking her to court to try to get a gag order on her to stop talking about the spike.
Stop telling the truth.
Stop telling the truth.
Okay.
The thing was wild, man. It is wild, but it's not just Atlanta. It's a lot of people that's saying that, you know, man, it's like fake news, but people out here dying, man.
Yeah.
People out here dying.
So let me tell y'all, let's get this straight, because I know when it first came out, people were talking about this, the 5G, all these conspiracy theories. I work as a first responder. I'm in the thick of it, and I can tell you, people are dying. When it first happened, we had so many CPRs.
Man.
So many people we walked into quarantine places, and the person was dead. So many people I've seen who had respiratory problem and barely breathing. So it is real. But what happened is a lot of other states felt like it didn't pertain to them because it pertains to the big city, because New York, you know, it has this super big spike, and so they did what they want. And so let me tell you the seriousness and how, as far as Americans, we dealing with compared to places around the world. Germany is 4 times the size of Florida. They had 4, as far as the cases now, they have 400 new cases. You know, Florida had 15,000.
Wow.
This is where we at. And so you can think it's fake or not, and then we have to understand that Americans in the developed world is some of the most unhealthiest people on the planet. Majority of people, especially of adult age, are either obese, pre-diabetic, diabetic, hypertension. So
that, let me get this straight. So that's the underlying position.
Yeah.
Everybody talking about.
Okay. Most Americans are very unhealthy.
Okay.
We're the most obese in the developed world.
Okay.
And that's real. We have a lot of places don't have the same eating habits as us. We don't have, we have fake food. We eat, all this other stuff that a lot of places in developed world, when I'm talking about developed world, and this is according to I guess when you talk about the World Bank is like Europe, we talk about Italy, France, Germany, all these places. Yeah, they don't have the same habits as us. Eating habits. They walk more. They have a healthier lifestyle.
And they say in Spain they close down every day at lunchtime. They close everything down. Yeah. You can go home and eat and all that. There's nothing moving.
Yeah.
Nothing moving. It's way more healthy to go home.
And fix your own food,
and spend time with your family.
Yeah. So, that's one of the problems. And then they find it in a lot of Asian countries, South Korea in particular, they doing real well. They had a spike when they went to phase 2, but they got on top of it. And one thing about these countries is they're from an old world tradition. So they kind of, they have an understanding of hierarchy. Like, they have individuals, but we give up our individual rights for the greater good.
Right.
Here, we think it's all about us.
Yes.
We on that, and we have a very narcissistic society.
Yes.
That's why you see everybody on their phone all day, taking pictures all day of themselves.
Yeah.
So this is what we're dealing with, and a lot of what we're dealing with is because of our own character and our own character traits. And it's up to you. You make the call, but I know most people, or like Big G say, you make the call.
Yeah. On the bus.
Yeah, you make the call. So it's up to you, but, stay healthy. Tell them about the mask, man. I remember you telling me about the mask.
So I'm a bus driver, and I pay attention to a lot of stuff, and I see a lot of people wearing a mask all the time, like even in the car by themselves. And the thing about the mask, when you're in public, they're great. They're supposed to protect you against the COVID. But when you're by yourself, when you inhale oxygen, but when you exhale, exhale carbon dioxide, which is really waste. So when you got that mask on, you're inhaling that carbon dioxide and it's not healthy for you. So if you by yourself, when you get in the house or if you're in the car by yourself, I seen a dude running by himself in the park and still got the mask on. If you by yourself, take that mask off and get that first oxygen.
Yeah. And also being outside, you have a less chance of getting it, especially not on top of each other. UV rays, is my understanding, kills a lot.
I just seen a thing on the news again today. I was watching in California. They opened up really, really early.
Yeah.
Now they closed down. Now they getting ready to open back up. But with the nail salons, the barber shops, and the beauty salons, they gonna have them outside doing the stuff because they say it's more healthier.
Oh, wow.
And they got I seen that they got a little setup like 6 feet apart, 12 feet apart, and they couldn't have them outside.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So people, if you exercise in the park, as long as you ain't exercising on top of somebody, you really have a least likely, not a good chance of catching it.
And you don't want to inhale the carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my man said it's like peeing in the ocean.
Yeah.
You got all this fresh air, but
yeah.
So
before we go, man, I got the so you see I got my orange outfit on.
Yeah. I see. Yeah.
So my man V gave me this outfit.
Oh yeah.
And V, that's
UV rays right here.
Yeah. Everybody, he say, Tony, I ain't gonna wear this Bama stuff, but you can have it. But he always look out for me, and he he got his own hauling company, and he do home improvement work. So he out here look out. So I just want to say, V, thank you for the jump. He gonna tell me, man, I can't wear nothing like that, man. The fake Carl Lewis joker. But I'm crushing it, V. I don't care what you say.
Hey, but look, he was first my friend. He didn't do nothing. You see, I got to cut off my jeans, right? I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. So, man, we signing out, man.
Okay, well, you know how we do it, mind, body, and soul.
Man, please always be grateful. Always be grateful. Always be grateful. And give the Most High the glory.